Hey, Facebook Live. It's Blake here. It's not a Sundays with Sash, and it's kind of impromptu. So I don't know how many people are going to be on this call. Well, I guess we'll see. But I just wanted to share a message that I've kind of received today when I was on my walk and taking some time for myself. And I know it's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live. I've been kind of off the map and just been kind of focusing on myself and what I want to create. How's it going, Kelly? Can you tell me if the volume's good, please? And so yeah, this message that kind of came across today was the process of manifesting what we desire, and something that many of us get kind of lost in, or a process we forget about, is the process of releasing and trusting that what we want can come back to us. So if many of you are familiar with the law of attraction or manifesting your desires, there's basically three steps or three processes in which you manifest your desires, and the first is ask, and then the second is given. It is created vibrationally by you and the universe together, and then the third step is to allow. And most of the work, if you want to call it that, is in the allowing. That's the process for you to allow that thing that's been created vibrationally to be created physically in your world. You're allowing that into your physical experience. So I had this kind of understanding that it's almost like we pick up a boomerang, and this boomerang, we'll call it our desire. And so we write on this boomerang our desire, or we give intention to this boomerang to be our desire, and that's our asking. So this boomerang that we pick up is our asking for the universe. You're writing your asking on this boomerang, and as you cock your arm back to throw it out there, so as soon as you've asked for it, it's been created vibrationally. It's been given to you vibrationally through the universe, and that process is done without any effort or thought by us as humans. So when you cock your arm back to throw it, and you throw it and release it, then that boomerang goes out into the universe, and then essentially comes back to you in the manifestation. But what many of us humans have such a tough time doing is we throw our arm, and we're looking out at our experience, waiting for that desire to come back to us, to circle back around and come back to us. And we're waiting, and we're looking for signs of it coming back. We're waiting, and much of that waiting is very uncomfortable, because we're depending on it to show up a certain way at a certain time in a certain form that we think it should. And then often we look back down at our hand, and we actually haven't even released that boomerang. We haven't actually let it go, because as humans, we're almost in a love affair with efforting or earning or sacrificing or trying. Like we try so hard to get the things we want, when that's not at all how the universe works. It is so essential for us to trust in ourselves and trust in the universe that we don't have to do anything. We don't have to effort. We don't have to try. We don't have to sacrifice anything to receive what we want. But because we have such a tight grip on needing to control how our manifestations come to us, and how and when they show up, that we never actually fully release our desires. We never actually turn it over to the universe and trust in the universe that it can provide what we want to us. So in this metaphor of the boomerang, we throw our arm, but we never actually release our desire to the universe. We never trust ourselves and trust the universe that it will actually bring it back to us. So as we throw our arm, and we're still holding on to this boomerang or our desire, we're busy looking out at our experience, waiting for it, and being uncomfortable in the waiting, being uncomfortable in the process of basically hoping, which is in itself is a very unempowering idea, hope. But we're kind of looking at our experience, hoping it's going to come back to us, or being very uncomfortable in the process of waiting for it to come back. But all the meanwhile, we haven't ever fully trusted, and so we haven't ever fully released this boomerang, or this desire to the universe to be brought back. So it's a very, very important process and exercise to trust in yourself and trust in the universe. And I've asked for guidance on how to trust. Like, how do you trust? And I've been given exercises and ideas to help you trust, but trust is a choice. Trust is a choice by us to not only trust in ourselves, but in trust in the universe. And it's something that can't be taught. Trust cannot be taught to someone. I mean, you can do exercises to help cultivate that, or help build your trust in yourself and in the universe. But to actually teach trust, it's not something that can be taught. And I've asked more than once to be given ideas of how to help people trust, because that's one thing that most people that's holding them away from their manifestations, is the ability to trust that what they want can come to them. So trust is a choice, and it's not always an easy choice. It can be a very scary choice, because as humans, we're so ingrained, we hold so tightly to our need for control how things happen, for control how things are brought to us. And we're, like I said, we're almost in a love affair of us needing to be the ones who effort to earn or to create what we want. And not create in the sense of manifesting, but create as in efforting and earning and struggling and sacrificing to create what we want. And that's never been the path of least resistance. That's not the most efficient path to what you want to create. It's not the most joyful path. It's not the most fun path. It's not the most blissful path. It's a path that in this day and age we've become so accustomed to, because that's what we've been taught, is you need to work hard, you need to struggle, you need to sacrifice things to get what you want. You can't have it all. You can only have so much, and if you take more than that, you're greedy. And that is not how the universe works. That is not the laws in which the universe operates on. That is this idea of lack that so many of us live from is a human idea. It is a taught and learned idea, and it is not how the universe functions, and it is not how the universe provides. But if you're living in that belief system that you have to earn everything, or you have to work for everything that you want, then that's what you're going to create. And there's most people live with this belief that you have to work hard for what you earn or what you have in your life. And that is not how the universe operates. But if you operate from that belief system, if you operate from the belief system of needing to earn, work, needing to effort, then that's what you will do to create, because you're not willing to trust that what you wanting is just is enough in itself, and you wanting is and allowing is, and trusting in the universe is enough to bring you back what you want. It is enough to create your desire in a physical sense in your life. So while I was on my walk today, Source Energy said to me, if 100 people see this video, there's only going to be 1 or 2%. So one or two people out of the 100 people who may view this video that will actually ever take any of the information that Source Energy is sending through me, and I'm presenting to any of the people who are viewing this video. There's only 1 or 2 of those people out of every 100 that are actually going to take the information and use it to its fullest extent. And the other 99 or 98 people that view this video, or other 99 or 98% of the people who view this video, they're not going to be willing to trust. And they're not going to be willing to allow their manifestations in their life, in any aspect of anything they want, because they're going to still be operating from that base level of needing to effort or earn or sacrifice in order to get what they want. They will not be fully trusting in the universe and trusting that their desire is enough in itself to create what they want. They will be the people who will have a desire. They'll have the boomerang in their hand, and their desire will already be created vibrationally, but they will be the people, they will be the 98% that throw the boomerang but never let it go, that never have the courage or the trust or the trust in themselves and the universe that if they release it, that it will come back around to them. And that 1 or 2%, those are the people that many of us see in our lives that are living at the next level, that are manifesting things with great ease, with little to no effort in their life at all. They are the people that we see that many of us call lucky or gifted or like the 1%ers, if you want to call them that. And it has nothing to do with luck. Luck isn't even a thing. Luck is people seeing people manifest things and then discounting it to like happenstance, like it was just fortunate. But it's not like luck is not a real thing. It is simply a vibrational match, and a lot of it is trusting that what you desire can come to you, can and will come to you. It absolutely has to. If you fully trust, if you fully release your desire in the sense of throwing the boomerang, it has to come back, because as long as you are a vibrational match to what you desire, it has to come back. It's a universal law, and the universe has showed me time and time again that it's an absolute must. It's an absolute law that it comes back every time. And so, I mean, what this information that I bring through, most people are it sounds nice and they give it lip service, and it's a nice idea, and they may practice it to a certain extent, but many of them are not going to fully trust in the universe. Not many of them, the 98% of them, are not going to fully trust that what they desire can come back. And that's where so many people kind of get stuck on the law of attraction, where it's like, well, it doesn't work for me. It works. It works every time. And your inability to trust and to let go and to release your human need for control of what you think you need to do for your desires to come to you, that is the thing holding you back from your desires coming to you, basically. And it can be very frustrating, and I've experienced it many times in my life myself, is where I want something and I'm practicing a high vibration, and I'm like, there's no way this can't come to me. But then I look at how I'm feeling, how I'm looking at my life, and I'm uncomfortable with not, I have a sense of discomfort with not having that desire actually physically in my life. And that's a great indication that I haven't fully released it. I am not fully trusting myself or the universe to provide it for me. So if ever you want something and you've asked the universe for it and you've sent it out there, hi Scott, how's it going? You've sent it out there, and you're having discomfort in yourself with not seeing it in your physical life, that's a great indication that you actually haven't released that desire to the universe. You're not fully trusting yourself or the universe to provide it to you. So yeah, I mean, that's 98% of us, and 98% of us, or 98% of the people who view this video are going to say this is nice information, and they're not going to take it to the level that it can be taken to, and that's okay. 98% of you, or of the people who view this video, aren't ready for that. They're not ready to trust, and that's okay. I mean, everyone's got their own journey, but when you look at the 2%, the 1 or 2% that do take this information and take it to the next level and take their life to the next level, basically let their old self die and step into like the next level of themselves, many of that 98% will discount it to them just having a good stroke of luck, or being in the right place in the right time, and it's not really about that. It's just that that 1 to 2% allowed themselves to trust themselves and trust the universe fully to deliver what they desire. And that can come many different ways, an infinite amount of ways that their desires can come to them, because they're fully trusting, fully open. They haven't pinched themselves off. They haven't been in their human need for control, which basically pinches yourself off from all the ways that your desires can come to you. Because your desires can come to you in, like, for the sake of a manifestation, let's say finances or money. Money can come to you in an infinite amount of ways, but that 98% of us that aren't trusting in the universe to deliver what we want, let's say the money, our human need for control and our human belief that you need to work hard and effort, I mean, that is pinching us off from the abundant ways, the infinite ways the universe can bring that abundance, that money to us. And so, yeah, it's the whole boomerang thing of needing to release it. It's a process, and I wish I could say trusting yourself and trusting the universe is easy, but it's not always that easy. It takes you basically stepping out of your human need for control, which is very scary, because that's a place where many of us have lived our entire life, and that's how we believe things are created, and that's how we believe we bring things into our life, is through effort, is through sacrifice, is through struggle. And the universe says, no, that is a way to create things in your life, but it's not out of a place of enjoyment. It's not out of a place of bliss or creativity or connection. And it's not the most efficient way and the most joyful way to do it. So yeah, I wish I could say it was easy to trust, but trusting is a choice that each of us have to make, and many of us aren't willing to make that choice right now, and that's okay. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that and kind of share my thoughts on that. I had more stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I'm gonna get off this call and I'll remember it, I'm sure. But yeah, so I'm trying to think, but I really can't, of what the other stuff was. So yeah, thanks for everyone getting on the call. I really appreciate it. I hope this struck a chord for a few of you, or someone, or the 1% or 2% of the 100 people who will watch this video. So if you like it, share it, or put your likes in or whatever. And yeah, thanks for everyone who joined, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.